This is where quality is found,
It's true.
in the back door of a shared kitchen. Cirque Du Ferments started on the couch in my parents' house. I had fallen about 100 feet in a rock climbing accident. As I was on the couch recovering, I read a book by Yvon Chouinard, a book about his business, Patagonia, being one of the leaders in sustainable technology and sustainable business, really. And I was also going to school as a sustainable business major. I decided to start a business, and this was it. I had a really good passion for fermenting foods, and my beautiful girlfriend Tina here has helped me the whole way. We have a new employee, my beautiful girlfriend's brother here, Michael.
My beautiful brother.
Basically a brother. And yeah, now we're just all three of us rocking ferments and sharing our love and sharing the wealth of probiotics to Sonoma County people.
We have a couple different varieties of sauerkraut that we make here at Cirque Du Ferments. Here we have our purple ginger. It's super basic, just ginger, red cabbage, green cabbage, and the salt brine, and that's what they're making out on the floor right now. We have whole fermented garlic cloves. Down here we have our Cocido. It's our South American style ferment. It has golden beets, carrots, green onions, jalapenos, and a blend of different chilies. This is our turmeric sauerkraut, so it's turmeric, ginger, and black peppercorns. The reason we add black peppercorns is you don't get the same health benefits from turmeric if you don't add the pipering to it. And then over here is our plain Jane, so it's just cabbage and brine.
We are making our purple ginger sauerkraut. So we're chopping the cabbage, we're cutting off the bottom and cutting out the core so it can go to the shredder.
We source just about everything that we use from local organic farms. You know, we know all of the farmers that we get our produce from. You know, we have connections with these people, and I think that's really important. You know, when you're making something that is so healing, you know where it comes from, you know what you're giving to people.
Everything that we ferment is in glass vessels. We don't add vinegar to any of our products. When it's the finished product, it still has a crunch. It's not like mushy. It's not something that's hard to eat. It's good. It's good stuff.
I think the main thing really that sets apart mass production from small batches like this is that we allow our ferments to sit the appropriate amount of time so that people actually get the probiotic potential that they are wanting in a good sauerkraut. A lot of mass production is based on as soon as it's ready to sell it. And really that's not allowing much time for the probiotics to build. For our purple ginger kraut, we mix red and green cabbage, all organic obviously. We also add in our ginger and our pink Himalayan salt. And what the salt does is create an environment that beneficial bacteria thrive in. All the natural occurring Lactobacillus is already on the produce. And we create a happy, alkaline, salty environment for them to eat the glucose sugars of the vegetables and in turn create lactic acid. So you can really start to see the cabbage going down. It's getting more squishy. So you can see this is where the magic happens, starts to happen. One of the coolest things about sauerkraut and fermented vegetables is the fact that the nutrients involved in the vegetables become 99% available to you after fermentation. So when you eat raw cabbage like this, you're only getting about 50% of the vitamins and nutrients that are actually there. Whereas after 8 weeks in a slow fermented process, you actually get 99% of what's actually there. Alright, so once you've let your cabbage soak in its salty brine for a while, it's really squishy, and you see a layer of brine covering the cabbage, and you press it all down, you are ready to pack your fermenter. So now we just fill up our fermenter. Here we have a 6.5 gallon all glass, lead-free glass vessel. It has an anaerobic seal, so there's no mold or scum layers. There's nothing weird getting in your kraut. And once you get a good layer in there, you can kind of jam it in there with your fist. And you'll start seeing the juices come up. You really want to pack it in there so that there's no space for air. All right, once we have this pretty much full of cabbage, you can dump the rest of the juices in here and fill her up. Here's the sauerkraut that we just made, this purple ginger kraut. Here's the same purple ginger sauerkraut about 8 weeks later, packed full of probiotics, and it has turned into this radiant pink purple color. But here's our creation. As a business growing, it's constantly in my mind of how can I grow, but how can I grow sustainably in a way that's not going to hurt the environment more, just so I can make an extra buck. One big way is reusing all of our bottle deposits. We reuse all the glass, we put deposits on all the glass, and it's not just a throwaway thing. Keep the glass locally so that we stop using so many resources. We are in the process of designing a fully sustainable kitchen with water collection, water recycling, keeping this ferment room underground so that we don't have to use energy to cool it down, keep it at the right temperature. With the technology that's out there now, it's very possible, and I'm not sure why others aren't doing it, and I hope to start seeing more of it.
There's so much life and color and flavor and fun going on. We have a fermentation circus. This is a fermented circus that we're in, and that's why we're Cirque Du Ferments.